Live at 4, this is 13 News Now.
Mother Nature is showing off in the 757. We hit 70 degrees this afternoon.
Yeah, just take a look at these beautiful shots from the Eastern Shore and our camera at Nauticus. But Evan is tracking a cold front. Evan.
That's right. There is a cold front that is set to move through that'll switch our winds and drop temperatures a little bit for the day tomorrow. And as we take a look at the satellite and radar, really not much to see here locally. And it's really hard to pick out that cold front because there's not a lot of moisture associated with it. But you can see this line of clouds right through here. That's the cold front that'll continue to slide through tonight as a dry front. So skies will remain clear and we won't look for any rain, but we will notice that shift in the wind dropping those temperatures just a bit. So take a look at temperatures around the region right now under beautiful conditions. 67 degrees in Norfolk, 70 in Williamsburg, 68 in Suffolk, 68 in Currituck, 63 in Melvin, 70 down in Edenton. And temperatures will be dropping once we head past sunset. That's, of course, with the sun going down and also with that front moving through. So while we'll be around 60 degrees at 5 o'clock, we'll be in the 50s by 7 and the 40s by 11 o'clock tonight. And temperatures will still be above normal tomorrow, but quite a bit cooler than where we were today, likely topping out in the low to mid 60s. I'll break that down a little bit more and have the rest of the forecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Evan, thank you. A child rushed to the hospital after he was pinned underneath a car. It happened in someone's driveway off of Drew Drive this morning in Virginia Beach.
Police say the boy was waiting for the school bus when a driver ran over him. Our Jimmy Lee joins us live in Virginia Beach with an update on the boy's condition.
Hey, Regina, we've learned that the boy's injuries are minor, so good news there. It looks like he is going to be okay, but earlier this morning it was very chaotic and emotional because we weren't sure how bad the boy's injuries were. Now, when police first got here, they found the boy pinned underneath the car right in that driveway that you see behind me. If you look, you can see there is a navy blue BMW. When we first got to the scene, police were surrounding that car, inspecting that car, looking underneath it, so it appears that that is the car that hit the boy. Now, the designated bus stop is at the corner of Drew Drive and Tar Heel Court. According to the Student Code of Conduct, students are not allowed to stand in the street in the pathway of cars or on private property. But for some reason this morning, police say the boy was actually sitting in this person's driveway. The driver pulled into the driveway, didn't see the boy, and ran right over him. Now, I talked to a daycare worker who works at a daycare just down the street. She actually knows this boy because he attends the daycare in the afternoons and in the mornings. She said as soon as she heard the news, she ran right over here to see if he was okay.
When I came up, they was cutting his pants off of him, but he was talking and he was alert. His mom is really emotional about it, but basically the whole daycare is torn up about it. Knowing him, he's a high-spirited young man, so we're just praying.
Now, we asked police if the driver in this incident would be charged or issued a citation. At this point in the investigation, they say that charges are not pending. Live in Virginia Beach, I'm Jemmy Lee, 13 News Now.
Right now, Norfolk police are searching for the person who shot and killed a man last night. Police identified the victim as 39-year-old Aaron James Richardson. 13 News Now reporter Allie Weatherton spoke to a mother who is fed up with the crime in her neighborhood.
Although crime is nothing new for this Norfolk neighborhood, it never gets easier for neighbors.
I walked out here 1 o'clock this morning and the man was just laying on the ground, and that broke my heart right there.
Parents who live in this area say they're ready to pack their bags and leave.
Sad because my kids can't even come outside and play. You can't even walk out your door.
Early Wednesday morning, Norfolk Fire Rescue responded to a medical call of someone lying outside on Kitchener Avenue. But when they arrived, they found a man dead with a gunshot wound. That man was 39-year-old Aaron James Richardson of Norfolk. Police are now calling this an active homicide investigation.
Kids got to see this. Kids got to wake up and wonder, like, wow, what's going on right here? Like, what is this? And they got to start to question, and your parents got to tell them, oh, somebody got killed.
Hours later, as kids were getting on the school bus, Norfolk police came back out to the scene. The forensics unit was gathering more evidence as they combed through the grass and leaves. Neighbors say enough is enough.
I mean, sorry to his condolences to his family.
Now, police are still looking for information. If you think you may have heard something or saw something, call the crime line at 1-888-LOCK-YOU-UP.
In Norfolk, Allie Weatherton, 13 News Now.
A three-car accident in Virginia Beach sends one person to the hospital. One of the drivers was dressed as Santa Claus. It happened just before noon on South Rosemont Road and Bonnie Road. One person is in the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police say the accident started when a taxi hit a silver sedan and one of the vehicles ended up on its roof. Investigators are still working to find out what caused this crash.
A Virginia Beach couple says they're tired of vehicles illegally passing school buses near their home. They say it's endangering children. Several incidents have been caught on camera. David Sanders and his wife Sarah shot this video this morning. It's along Haygood Road, New Luxford Elementary, and you can see a school resource officer following the vehicles. They all passed the opposite side of the bus when the stop arm and sign were deployed.
That's why we want to try to petition shortly in the future for stop arm cameras here in Virginia Beach. My worst fear is that a child's going to be hit and killed.
Well, the parents say the public can help get those cameras by doing one thing themselves, and we'll explain coming up on 13 News Now at 5. A big problem for American Airlines. According to the company, a computer glitch allowed all pilots to take vacation over the week of Christmas. Now officials say thousands of flights are in jeopardy of cancellation. American is offering time and a half pay for pilots to fill in, and they expect to resolve the issue.
The man who organized the Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville back in August wants to hold another one on the one-year anniversary of the deadly rally. Jason Kessler says he has applied for a new permit at Charlottesville's Lee Park. He says he expects the Charlottesville government to try and reject it, but he is, quote, ready for a fight. Back in August, one woman died during the violent rally.
It's one way to get kids away from electronics and enjoying the outdoors. 27 projects just got $55,000 from the Virginia Wildlife Grant Program. Projects include fishing, archery, wildlife viewing, boating, shooting sports, hunting, and trapping. The program started in 2014. It provides a funding source to nonprofits, schools, and government agencies. Over the last 4 years, the program has funded 128 projects.
State officials plan to break ground on a new women's monument in Capitol Square next week. Governor Terry McAuliffe and Governor-elect Ralph Northam are expected to speak at this event. The monument, Voices from the Garden, will recognize contributions women have made to Virginia. It will feature 12 bronze statues of women important to Virginia's history. There will also be a wall of honor naming several hundred other women.